goal-oriented. Dami kong goal that by the end of the year, ayaw ko magpasa ng problema sa next Grandmaster. So, lahat, kung pwede, solve natin para next Grandmaster, masaya rin siya. Okay? Okay, ha? Taos pusong serbisyo lang. Hopefully, ayaw kong makarinig ng mga reklamo ng mga kuyang. Matagal, walang resulta, ilang weeks na dumadaan, wala pa rin ginagawa. Yun. Tatawagin kita. Okay? Brethren, please come to the shade. Okay, please come to the shade. Madali lang sana yung gusto natin gawin. Change and reforms. And then I've been promoting it again and again so that our brethren already expects what is to come. Unfortunately and sadly, there are still a few who do not favor change and reforms. Because change and reforms will only be successful for our beloved fraternity when it really comes from the heart. Hindi pwede yung magpakita lang change and reforms. Pag alis ko, babalik na naman sa mga lumang mga bad practices. It must come from the heart. And then I believe some brethren really still resist the change and reforms program that we are directing ourselves into. So, sabi ng iba, baka magiging bloody ito. Bloody. Ayaw ko naman ng gulo. Ako pa. Gusto ko masaya lang. Paano tayo maging masaya kung may gulo? However, I believe, as I have already informed the past Grandmasters, sometimes we have to sacrifice. There are wars that are inevitable in order to attain peace, ultimate peace. So that is our objective. Gusto natin masaya lang, peace lang. So kung hindi sila sasabay, tingnan natin. Kasi kung pwede, gusto ko yung filing fee, piso lang. But they are still studying it. Baka daw dumadami yung kaso. Hindi ako nakafocus na dumadami yung kaso. Nakafocus ako na madali natin i-resolve yan. Kung 100 cases, 50 cases, or 500 cases against one brother, i-consolidate lang natin yan into one case. And let that erring brother, accused brother, answer to all the charges against him. And it will be so easy for the judiciary to decide. Kasi obvious na ba? Ang daming kaso, siya lang. So, ganun lang. Mga mambabakal, mga abusive brothers, your days are numbered. 1 year is so fast. But that is 365 days. Marami tayong magawa sa paglilinis at sa cleansing. We need to cleanse ourselves so that the prestige and reputation of our beloved fraternity, Freemasonry, will be clearly better, just like our motto, making good men better. fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Simply put, I am nothing without God. Simply put, I am a simple, God-fearing Christian. But this God-fearing Christian standing before you is a good and faithful servant of God. A man of faith and a man of faith as well, who believes that with God all things are possible. Likewise, with God, nothing is impossible. I heard a while ago the dream of Governor Uman. And I am sure that dream will become a reality. Because who would have known an ordinary brother like me coming from a very small lodge, only one lodge in one province, the province of Negros Oriental. Who am I compared to Nueva Ecija and Aurora with 33 lodges and 4 Mahonic districts? Sa botohan, imposible akong manalo dyan. But remember, God is always there. And there are no accidents. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes things happen and we don't see the reason why. But truly, we are all gathered here today, this afternoon, tonight, because God has a reason, a good reason, which we may not see at this time. But believe me, we are making history together. For those who had attended 2023 ANCOM at Dumaguete, all I wish was my brothers to see where I come from, the small city, a small town, Dumaguete. Gusto ko lang happy ang lahat, but we made it happen. We made history together. The first time ANCOM held at Dumaguete after more than 100 years. Against all odds, sabi ng lahat, hindi pwede, walang hotel, kulang yung flights. Believe me, made history together. The most attended and the happiest anthem of all. I was already aware, being the host, that although only 5,000 registered, 10,000 or more not registered were attending. And easily, we had more than 15,000 Masons guests at Dumaguete. We made history together. Today, we made history again. Together. Nueva Ecija and Aurora, all together. For the first time, we have a joint 4-district turnover. We have shown how strong Freemasonry is, especially and more specifically in the province of Nueva Ecija and Aurora. Definitely, we have made a difference. Otherwise, we would not have reached record numbers on the number of petitioners in each Masonic lodge, number of new Masonic lodges created. I only hope and pray, much as a lodge master would want and wish to raise as many new brothers. In the same way, a Grandmaster would love to have as many new Masonic lodges. But there should be no shortcuts. There should be no violations in our Masonic obligations, our Masonic rules, laws, and regulations, our Masonic standards. I am never worried about the other organizations because Freemasonry is not the oldest fraternity, is not the most prestigious and honorable institution for nothing. Freemasons are special. Freemasonry is not for everybody. That is why we must always guard the West Gate well. Making good men become better. Better men means better husbands, better fathers, better brothers, better citizens, so that we can make our environment, our lands, our nation a better world. Not the bad men, because Freemasonry is like a magnifying glass. Once you enter the doors of Freemasonry, once capabilities and capacities are maximized, lalo na magtulungan tayo. Yun, the bad man who enters the doors of Freemasonry when maximized, with maximized potential, become worse.
Sabi ni Moses Puno, ang daming bright abogado, magbibate-debate na naman tayo dyan. Huwag natin gamitin yung word suspension at saka expulsion. I-describe na natin agad. Within 90 days, non-compliance, all your benefits and privileges as a master nation will be removed from you. It's as good as suspended. When you are suspended, all your benefits and privileges are removed from you temporarily. After, within 1 year, wala pang compliance, ay wala na talaga. His name shall be dropped from the roster. Dropped from the roster, erased, as if he never existed and he was never raised at all, permanently. Yun. Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin. And then, magkarinig tayo ng mga komentaryo. Tingnan mo ito active eh. Na-raise ako March, na-raise ako January, na-raise ako December last year. Na-raise ako the other year. Lusot na ako dyan. Kasi yung edit 357, May 2023. Gago. Gago talaga. Parang masaya sila na nagiging violating member. Kung alam natin na hindi sila, may intention sila na hindi mag-comply, I would insist on all these Masonic lodges never to raise them. We do not want to have violating members among us. Sa totoo lang, itong nag-violate intentionally have proven themselves to be unworthy brothers. Unworthy because had we known that they will not follow our Masonic standards, we should not have raised them. In fact, they should never have entered the West Gate. Inakalusot, kaya unworthy. I would say in front of them, you are a scalawag. Because Freemasonry is not for everybody. Maski mga demon na hindi na magiging Mason. We are special. It is difficult to be a Master Mason. It is even more difficult to remain a worthy brother, Master Mason. Kaya itong mga unworthy ones, dapat I challenge all the masters, all the three lights, all the lodge secretaries to be strict about Edict 357. It is only non-retroactive in consideration of those elderly senior citizens because definitely it is difficult for them to memorize. But for no other reason, even if they were raised 5 years ago and they have not complied, I challenge all lodges to implement 357 because they should have been suspended automatically years ago. And in truth, if they will be dropped from the roster of Masonry, it's as good as admitting they should never have entered the West Gate. Nakalusot. Tama. Nakalusot sila sa West Gate pa lang. Hindi sa batas natin, sa West Gate. Kasi karapat-dapat ay hindi sila pinapasok. Kung alam natin na sila ay papasok at hindi mag-comply sa ating Masonic standard. Edict 357 is only to remind everyone that there is this long time requirement. The truth of the matter is even after you are raised, even after 30 years, your Masonic life has not officially begun. The racing is not the ultimate process. The third degree proficiency exam as required within 90 days after the racing is the ultimate measure, because it is only after the third degree proficiency exam that one is given the certificate as a master mason. However, there are more and more violators, and so we must impose Edict 357. Those who violate shall be deemed suspended, and after a year, if they still do not comply, then their names shall be dropped from the roster as if the racing never occurred.
No hurry. It is not good. Balikan kayo kasi itong mga hilaw na mga kuyang, yun ang manggugulo sa lodge nyo, manggugulo sa distrito, and later on, manggugulo sa ating GLP. Sabi ko na nga hindi tayo Eagles. Maski paano kinukupya nila yung ating rituals, itong mga scalawags, sharing our rituals to them. Lalabas na rin yung circular na magpili sila kasi ayaw ni Most Worshipful Puno sa ginagawa ng mga Eagles na parang nagiging kuyang-kuyang fake Masons. Mayroon na talaga, instead of clandestine Masons, mayroon rin fake Masons. Kasi nagkuyang-kuyang rin yung mga Eagles na yan. Tapos binibenta lang yung mga membership. Kaya nag-away-away na sila nationwide kasi hindi sila makasundo kung paano maghatian sa income sa pagbenta ng membership. Remember, Freemasonry is special. It is not for everybody. We do not invite. We do not recruit. Paano yan? Mag-recruit, invite, tapos black ball ng black ball. Di ba? Dapat tag-isa yung mga degree works. Let it be initiation, passing, or racing. Tag-isa lang para ma-feel talaga ng kandidato yung pag-mason, yung proseso. That is, the rituals are actually what makes us special. Strength in numbers, yes, gusto ko yan. But never sacrifice quality. Quality over quantity. Always. Brethren, Edict 358. That is in consonance with the past Grandmaster's unanimous resolution last 2023 ANCOM at Metro Dumaguete that the voting rights must be exclusive to the elected officers of our
organization. Kasi sa totoo lang, dumadami na talaga yung appointed officers. And even as your Grandmaster, I feel it is unfair for the Grandmaster to sort of decide that the next junior Grand Warden must be one of my proteges. Maski paborito ko yung mga kandidato, that is not fair. And if it is not right, then I will correct it. And that's why Edict 358, in consonance with the past Grandmaster's unanimous resolution, declares that all appointed officers shall have no longer any voting rights. Gawin lang natin yung tama. Yun ang tama. Kaya gawin natin yung tama.